Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, as we get ready for games 2 and 3 of this 3-game series between Trinity Baptist College and Southern Wesleyan University. The Warriors of Southern Wesleyan took game 1 last night by a score of 7-5, and this afternoon we have a doubleheader to conclude this series. And on the field, you see the Eagles lining up to the left on your screen and the Warriors over to the right. In just a moment, we'll turn it over to our PA man as he will bring us the opening prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. I'm Ray Bureau, and as always, my son Dean works the camera. And we're very proud and glad to bring you Trinity Baptist College baseball and all athletics here on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. In that ball game last night, Vinny Adams was the winning pitcher for Southern Wesleyan. 5 1/3 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs, had a very good outing on the mound, struck out 3, walked 1, and allowed just 5 hits. He defeated Matt Carter, who was also very solid on the mound. Carter going 5 1/3 innings himself. 3 runs allowed, and the big blow of that ball game, Julio Justo's 3-run home run in the top of the 7th made the score 7-2. The Eagles rallied late, came up just a couple of runs short, and now looking to even up the series as we play game 1 of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Cloudy skies, but no dark clouds above us. It is 73 degrees, and the forecast calls for these same conditions up above us, and the temperatures reaching up into the high 70s. So pull up a chair, join us here, and we're going to turn it over to the opening ceremony here at Trinity Baptist College.
Father, thank you for giving us opportunity to play this beautiful game. Please let everybody glorify you in all they do. In your name I pray. Amen. Now for the starting lineup for the elation. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 18, John Garrett. Batting second, playing left field, number 1, Andrew Galgiano. Batting third, playing third base, number 3, Jesse Getrod. Batting fourth, playing second base, number 12, Julio Justo. Batting fifth, playing catcher, number 28, Connor Edwin. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 6, Quentin Bent. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 5, Devin Patrick. Batting eighth, designated hitter, number 10, Trey Matthews. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 44, Noah Frick. And pitcher, number 21, Josh Ford. Now for the Trinity Baptist Eagles. Batting first, playing right field, number 1, Kelvin George. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 2, AJ Alexio. Batting third, playing center field, number 25, Jonathan Scheider. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 16, Jeremy Rivera. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 6, Kevin Rivera. Batting sixth, playing catcher, number 19, David Hall. Batting seventh, first base, number 32, Austin Hilliard. Batting eighth, second base, number 5, Matt Carter. Batting ninth, left field, number 29, Gene Rivera. Pitcher, number 9, Michael Kovic. Please stand for the national anthem.
Thank you, Alexa Goodwin, bringing us the starting lineups and the opening prayer. And we're just a moment away from the first pitch of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader between Trinity Baptist College and Southern Wesleyan University. The Lady Eagles softball team is in action also as we speak. They are playing a very, and I mean very, tough competitor in Southeastern University. That doubleheader started at 11 a.m. down in Lakeland, Florida. No word on how that ball game is going. If we hear anything, we'll try to pass that along. Meanwhile, the batting order for the South Wesleyan University Warriors, leading off the shortstop, John Garrett. Batting second in left field, Andrew Falgiano. Batting third at third base, Jesse Getford. Cleanup man is the second baseman, Julio Justo. Batting fifth, the catcher tonight, Connor Ewing. At first base, Quentin Bent, he will bat sixth. Batting seventh is a right fielder, Devin Patrick. Batting eighth, doing the DHing today, Trey Matthews, he was last night's catcher. And batting ninth, making his first appearance of this series, playing center field when wearing number 44, Noah Fritz. For the Eagles on the defensive side of the field, Gene Rivera in left. John Shiver in center, Kelvin George in right. He's making his first appearance of the series. Christian Draper at third, AJ Alexo at short. Kevin Rivera plays second base. Austin Hiller is back at first base. David Hall behind the plate. And on the mound, number 9, senior Michael Kohick, making his 5th appearance. He has 1 win and no losses, a total of 8 innings pitched. 1 unearned run, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And he's going to face John Garrett to get things started here in game number 1. Warriors wearing their road grays here in game 1. Eagles in the alternate home jerseys, the dark royal blue with the blue trim and the white pants. And here comes John Garrett. Last night, 2 hits and 5 attempts. Leading things off, and Garrett also scored twice in last night's ball game. Kohick with the first pitch, and it is in there for a strike. As we said, a very nice day here in Jacksonville. Cloudy, but nothing dark overhead. The 0-1, well hit into left field. Rivera giving chase, and he tracks it down in the power alley just a few steps in front of the fence, and that's out number 1. Great running catch by Gene Rivera. This is a major league size baseball field, 340 down the lines, about 375 in the power alleys, where you just saw Garrett take one Pretty close to getting it out of here, and 400 to straightaway center. One out, left fielder Andrew Falgiano at the plate. 1 for 5 last night. And he takes the first pitch from Cohick inside, ball 1. Falgiano, 150 coming in. Saw him make some decent contact last night. And the pitch. Hard foul, line drive down the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael Cohick on the mound for Coach John Copeland, a senior from Broward County, Florida, South Broward High School. The 1-1, again, ripped foul. That one in on his hands and hits the roof of the batting cage very hard. That was that loud pound you might have just heard. Trinity Christian Academy varsity and JV conquerors over in that batting cage. Their season gets underway before long. The 1-2 from Cohick, ground ball towards the hole. Alexo backhand, throw to first, in time. Very close play at first. Eagles get the call, and there are 2 away. A.J. Alexo, a senior, making a terrific backhanded stab. Port St. Lucie High School is the alma mater of A.J. Alexo. 2 down, bases empty. Jesse Gefford, third baseman. 2 hits and 5 trips. Had an RBI as well. That was last night's ball game, and he also scored twice. No balls and a strike. Getford hitting .238. High fly ball towards the gap. Rivera camped under it, falls down. The ball hits off the fence. Rivera gives it up to Shiver, and that's going to be a double for Getford. Gene Rivera had the ball tracked, lost his footing, and the Warriors have a runner at second with 2 men out. That is a double all the way. Cleanup man Julio Gusto had himself a terrific ball game last night. He drove in 4, including that 3-run homer we told you about in the opening. 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. 2 outs, runner at second, Cohick from the stretch, and the first pitch is squibbed foul to the right side. After last night's ball game, the Warriors are now 3-2 on the season. The Eagles 2-7. Very well played game by both teams. Timely hitting on both sides. Good clutch pitching and defense as well. Unfortunately for the Eagles, it went to South Weslyean, and this one gets away from Hall. No balls and 2 strikes, but Getford moves into third base with 2 outs. Cohick got the first man on a long fly to left, got number 2 on a ground ball to short. Getford doubled off the fence, and now Justo's trying to bring him in. No balls, 2 strikes. Cohick with the pitch, breaking ball, just a little high and outside. Justo at .273 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs after last night's ball game. And the pitch is in the dirt, and it gets away, and that's going to be a run as Getford crosses on the wild pitch. Two wild pitches in a row results in a run. And Southern Wesleyan on the board first, 1-0 in favor of the Warriors. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Justo, and this one gets a piece of it, stays alive. The 1-2 from Cohick, this one again fouled off, and a good at-bat by Justo. Normally that results in the advantage for the hitter as he gets some good looks, the more pitches he sees. Cohick, a long look in, the wind up, and the 1-2. Bouncing ball towards short. Alexo fields it on the hop, throws to first in time to retire the side. Warriors get a run on a hit. couple of wild pitches, and after a half inning of play, Southern Wesleyan 1, Eagles coming to bat. Bottom of the first, Southern Wesleyan got a run in the top half, so they lead 1-0. And here's the batting order for the Eagles. Lead them off in right field. Number 1, Kelvin George, batting second at shortstop, A.J. Alexo. We just saw him make 2 very nice plays. John Shiver bats third. He's in center field. Cleanup man is Jeremy Rivera, the designated hitter. Kevin Rivera bats fifth. He's playing second base. Batting sixth is the catcher, David Hall. Austin Hiller's batting seventh. He's playing first. Christian Draper back at third today. He's batting eighth. And the left fielder, Gene Rivera, bats ninth. Around the outfield for Southern Wesleyan, Andrew Falgiano is in left. Noah Fritz in center. Devin Patrick in right. Third baseman, Jesse Getford. John Garrett is at short. Julio Justo at second, Quentin Bent at first. Connor Ewing doing the catching in game 1 this afternoon. And he is a battery mate of number 21, Josh Core, who is making his second appearance. He's pitched 3 innings as he allowed 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 7 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Leading things off, Kelvin George, his first at-bat of the series. George looking for his first hit of the season. He's had only a couple of chances. Leading things off for Coach Copeland here in the bottom of the first, and he squares around the bunt, pops it up, heading back toward the backstop, but it stays in play and it's caught by Connor Ewing for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Josh Core. Brings up the shortstop, A.J. Alexo. Alexo at 207. Batting second this afternoon. Good spray hitter, we've said that many times. And the first pitch, up and away for ball 1. Alexo was a leadoff man last night. Had a pretty good night, was on base a couple of times and scored a run. The 1-0 pitch from Core, hit right back to the box. Core fields it cleanly and the toss to first for out number 2. First 2 men are out, and it brings up the center fielder, John Shiver. And the senior Shiver hitting 192, but as we said last night, he's made some really good contact. Knocked in a run, also scored 1 last night. Takes the first pitch up and in for ball 1. Shiver 2 for 4 with that RBI last night. 1-0 pitch from Core, upstairs. Shiver ahead 2-0. Jeremy Rivera on deck. Did not appear in last night's game, but he's ready. Looking for a chance to drive in some runs. 2-0 pitch is downstairs. Shiver way ahead now, 3 balls, no strikes. And a trip to the mound from the catcher, Connor Ewing. In case you joined us late, the Warriors got 1 in the top of the first. Jesse Getford doubled off the wall, advanced to third on a wild pitch, and then scored on another one. Been the only scoring so far, but the ball game very early. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. And ball 4 up high to Shiver. So the Eagles have man aboard with 2 down. Designated hitter Jeremy Rivera. Rivera, a junior, hitting .444. He's driven in 6 runs. And the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The 0-1, Shiver very fast at first. He's on the move, got a fantastic jump. Strong throw down to second, not in time. Pitch was up and in for ball 1, so the count even at a ball and a strike. Shiver had a good 3 or 4 steps on the pitch. Again, using his speed, very fast, was able to get in pretty easily. Check that, Rivera with 3 RBIs on the season. That number 6 is how many walks he has taken. So a very patient hitter at the plate in the junior Jeremy Rivera. Shiver, pretty good lead off second. The gap is in left center. 1-1 pitch. A little bit inside. So Rivera ahead now 2-1. Josh Core on the mound. Two balls and a strike. Shiver with the lead. The pitch lined into right field. It is going to get down for a hit. Shiver around third. Throw to the plate is off the mark, and the Eagles have tied the score. So the speed of John Shiver and the patience at the plate results in a run. That's an RBI for Rivera, his 4th of the season. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first with 2 men out. Kevin Rivera now at the plate for the Eagles. Nothing out of 2 last night, but he did reach on a walk. Small lead by Jeremy Rivera, and a pitch is a good fastball in there for a strike. Eagles have 3 Riveras in the starting lineup. Jeremy's on first. Kevin is at the plate. Gene Rivera will bat 9th. Said last night, Kevin has hit the ball hard all season long, only to have it keep getting caught. And this pitch looked a little inside, but it's called strike 2. Each team has scored 1 in the first. Eagles looking to tack on, but they have 2 outs and a runner at first. This one is up and in and just missed hitting the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout of the ball game for either pitcher. Eagles answer the Warriors run in the top half with 1 of their own in the bottom of the first, and after 1, we are tied at 1. 1-1 tie after 1 inning of play, and the Warriors have hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up in the top of the second. Connor Ewing, Quentin Bent, and Devin Patrick. Again, still waiting on an update from the Lady Eagles at Southeastern University. That is one very tough team the Eagles are playing. This is a first season of Trinity Baptist College Eagles softball. A lot of young faces on the roster, led by Coach Ashley Forsyth. No wins, 4 losses so far, but a young but talented team. Give them a little bit of experience. They are going to do just fine. Connor Ewing will lead things off. He's hitting .222, and last night, Ewing on base twice, a hit and a walk in 4 plate appearances, also scored a run. Cohick's first pitch of the inning is a breaking ball for strike 1. Southern Wesleyan jumped out to a 4-0 lead last night. There's a fastball on the inside corner, no balls, 2 strikes. Eagles came back with 2. And then that 3-run shot by Justo made it 7-2. Trinity got 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. But then Alex Tokar shut the door in the 9th to pick up the save. Chopper in the hole and into left field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Connor Ewing. And it brings up the first baseman, Quentin Bent. Bent drove in a couple of runs last night, had a double, and on that play, thrown out at third, trying to extend it. The run scored before that tag out at third, however, and that turned out big. That was the first run of the ball game. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Ewing. Izzy Martinez, the courtesy runner. NCCAA rules allow a courtesy runner as a speed-up rule. First pitch downstairs, ball 1. Can run for both the pitcher and the catcher in NCCAA baseball. That allows him to get ready and get on the field quickly when the team comes out to the field the next half inning. Cohick from the stretch, swing and a miss. Good speed on the bases and Izzy Martinez. Martinez has driven in 3 runs at the plate also. Throw to first, close play, and he's out! Looked like he might have gotten the hand in, but Hiller got the tag just before the fingers hit the base, and Cohick picks off the runner. 1-3 on the putout, 1 away. A ball and a strike to first baseman Quentin Bent. Breaking ball for strike 2. Big defensive play by the Eagles. Bases empty. Ball and 2 strikes on Quentin Bent. That can be a big pick-me-up for Cohick. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball hit the ground. Hall will throw to first for the putout. So that's a strikeout and a 2-3 on the final putout. 2 down. Devin Patrick makes his way to the plate. He's hitting .182. He's walked 3 times as well. Patrick last night 2 for 3 and plus a walk. Made a couple of nice running catches in right field as well. Hot shot into right and a base hit. Hits the seam, takes a high hop, but that's as far as Patrick will get. Second hit of the inning for the Warriors. Runner at first, 2 men out. Designated hitter Trey Matthews. He was a catcher last night, made 3 terrific throws to retire Eagles runners. Also had himself a base hit and 4 trips to the plate. 286 is Matthews on the season.
Did you have the serial number for it?
Homer and a couple of RBIs. And the pitch, line shot, fair ball down the line. That's headed toward the corner. Patrick is going to round third. Throw to the plate will be not in time. Ball gets away from Cohick, and Matthews will take third on the throwing error. That's an RBI double for Trey Matthews. Patrick never stopped. And the throw will be scored an error on the shortstop. Runner at third, 2 outs, third hit of the inning. 1 run is in, and here's the center fielder, Noah Fritz. This is his first at-bat of the series. He is .333 on the season, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Kohik will work from the stretch with a runner at third. First pitch is a strike. 1-out hit, or 2-out hit rather, from Devin Patrick, followed by an RBI double off the bat of Matthews. 2-1. Warriors lead, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Noah Fritz, the number 9 hitter. Top of the order next, John Garrett. Kohik way ahead of the hitter, 0-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out. That is a second strikeout for Kohik. It retires a side. 1 run, 3 hits, a man left, a pickoff in the inning as well. Go to the bottom of the second, 2-1 Warriors lead. Josh Coors getting ready to start inning number 2. He allowed a run in the first. It was earned. Warriors have 2, so it's 2-1 as the Eagles come to the plate in the bottom of the second. David Hall, Austin Hiller, Christian Draper, the first 3 due up. If anyone gets on, Gene Rivera, and then the top of the order. David Hall drove in a run last night with a sacrifice fly. He's hitting .190 on the season, but 5 runs batted in 9 games is a pretty good total. Core winds up, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Josh Core, a junior from Dade County High School in Trenton, Georgia, making his second appearance of the season for head coach Mr. Mike Gillespie. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Core ahead of Hall, no balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2. It is chopped right in front of the plate, off the foot of Hall, so foul. Count remains 0-2. Hall hit the ball hard a couple of times last night. Actually 3 out of 4 times. Reached on an error. Had a few hard hit balls caught. He did drive in a run with a sac fly. The 0-2 is downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eagles hit the ball very well throughout the game last night, but Southern Wesleyan played very good defense. Some nice running catches, backhanded stabs, good clean fielding. Only 3 total errors in the ball game, 1 for Trinity and 2 for Southern Wesleyan. This fastball misses outside, evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Core winds and delivers. Chopper gets past Core. No, he snares it and makes a great throw to first. And again, the defense by the Warriors. That ball looked like it was past the pitcher. He reached back and pulled it in and made the play. So 1 out. David Hall bidding for an infield single. He's a catcher, but he runs very well. Took a good play, and that's what Josh Core did. So Austin Hiller comes up. 1 out, base is empty. 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Hiller at 167 on the season. And the pitch. Misses low and outside. Hiller ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Foul tip into the mitt. Good rip by Austin Hiller. He was looking to hit that ball a long way. He has a big gap in left center field. Center fielder Noah Fritz shading around to the right side. Ground ball towards short. Garrett, good clean play, strong throw for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Christian Draper at the plate. He scored twice last night. Reached base those times on a hit and a walk. Bunt single got him aboard. Ended up scoring a run. That was in the 6th. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Draper on the season hitting an even 200. The 0-1 outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Draper has driven in a run and scored 4 times. Good patience at the plate. 6 walks. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Core ahead, 1-2. This one called strike 3, got plenty of plate, and that'll retire the side. That is strikeout number 2 for Josh Core. He gets the Eagles in order in the 2nd. After 2, the Warriors lead it 2-1. Southern Wesleyan leads 2-1 as we go to the top of the 3rd. The Warriors got a run in each of the first 2 innings. Eagles got their run in the bottom of the 1st. Top of the order, John Garrett leading things off as we start inning number 3. Garrett flew out very deep to left field. Nice running play by Gene Rivera, just a couple of steps in front of the fence. Senior Michael Kohick on the mound for Coach Copeland and the Eagles. And the first pitch of the 3rd inning is strike 1. Both batting orders making pretty good contact here in the early going. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Warriors have 4 hits. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Third strikeout for Kohik, 1 out, bases empty. Eagles have only 1 hit, but that drove in a run. That was Jeremy Rivera. They have hit the ball pretty well so far through the first 2 innings. Andrew Falgiano, the left fielder, grounded to short his first time up on a really nice play from A.J. Alexo. First pitch misses down and away. Alexo went into the hole, deep into the hole, made a very strong throw after a backhand snap and just did get the runner. Here's another chance for Alexo. This play a little bit easier and a good strong throw for out number 2. So Falgiano playing pepper with A.J. Alexo. He's 0 for 2, and it brings up Jesse Getford. Hit one off the left center field fence his first time up and ended up scoring the first run for the Warriors. This one hit hard but foul down the left side.
Come on, Getty, let's go.
Getford is from Leesburg, Florida, near the Orlando area. Got a chance to talk to his father last night. Saying hello. He's up here for this weekend series, able to see his son in person. And the pitch on the inside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And just like last night, the Warriors brought a terrific crowd with them here this afternoon. Eagles fans also making a great showing. Bleachers nearly full here on the west side of Jacksonville. Just a little bit outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Jess.
Kohik to 2-2, high pop fly on the infield. Kevin Rivera now playing third, and no, he drops the ball. Throw to second is not in time. So that is going to be an error on the third baseman, Kevin Rivera. It allows Getford into second. 2 outs, and the runner at second base, Julio Justo, not the man you want to see after that kind of play. So with Rivera now at third, have to see what happened with Kristen Draper. Runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch from Kohik, swung on and missed. Justo bounced out to end the first inning. That was a ground ball to short. Alexo at short's been a busy man here in the first few innings. Look back, nothing going on. Two-base error opening a door. Kohik trying to slam it shut. Breaking ball misses outside. Also, that means there is a new second baseman. We'll try to see who that is. And the pitch. Just a little low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a new man in the batting order. Looks like Draper might be out of the game. Two-one, in the dirt, ball 3. Nice block by David Hall. Matt Carter, the second baseman for the Eagles. Carter was last night's starting pitcher, getting a chance on the infield. So it looks like Kristen Draper might have come out of the game. And here is the pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. First walk issued by Kohik. 2 men aboard, 2 out. Connor Ewing at the plate. He singled to start the second inning. 2-1 in favor of the Warriors. Top of the third, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Hiller playing behind the runner at first. And a pitch. Strike called. Kohick trying to work out of this jam. A 2-out error has allowed 2 runners to reach base. And the pitch, a breaking ball, up and in, count even at 1-1. Ball and a strike. Kohick from the stretch. High fly ball into right field. Kelvin George coming in, makes the catch. The wind not blowing all that hard, but just enough to keep George on the run, but he stayed with it and made the play to retire the side. A hit, an error, and 2 men left did cause Kohick to throw some extra pitches, and we go to the bottom of the third. Warriors lead 2-1. Bottom of the third, Eagles trail 2-1. Gene Rivera, Kelvin George, AJ Alexo due up. Hitters 9, 1, and 2. If I'd have it correct, Matt Carter is now in the game playing second base. Christian Draper has come out. And again, that's if I have it correct now. Matt Carter will be the number 8 hitter in the batting order. Kevin Rivera moved from second over to third base. Gene Rivera getting his first at-bat here this afternoon. Last night, no hits and 4 trips to the plate. Trying to start a third inning rally. Eagles trail 2-1, and the first pitch lifted high into center field, but that's an easy play for Fritz. He's there for first out. Got under it just a bit, lifted it high. Again, the wind is blowing in from right center. Not all that hard, but enough to make sure the fielders keep an eye on the ball. We saw Kelvin George have to come in a little further than he first expected, but he made the play to end the top of the third. That's George at the plate. And the pitch is slapped foul for strike 1. George popped up to the catcher trying to bunt in the first inning. Josh Core on the mound, and the pitch is in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Core has been getting ahead of every hitter. This one misses down low. Again, the Eagles have made some pretty good contact. And the pitch is grounded towards second. That's Husto. Easy play to first for out number 2. Core doing exactly what his coaches want him to do. Get the ball over the plate using the defense, which has been very good so far in this series for the Warriors. A.J. Alexo hit one right back to the box, his only time up in the first. Pitch a low and outside, ball one. Fastball misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. After today, the Warriors are at Anderson College in South Carolina. Hit well into right center, ball tailing more towards right and is run down by Fritz. Either man had an equal chance at the ball, and it was Fritz who caught it for out number 3. Eagles go down in order for the second straight inning, and after 3, 2-1 Warriors. Go to the top of the 4th, 2-1 in favor of Southern Wesleyan University. Remember, this is a 7-inning game. College baseball rules, doubleheader games go 7 innings each. Michael Kohick on the mound for the Eagles. He will face Quentin Bent, Devin Patrick, and Trey Matthews, hitters 6, 7, and 8. Bent went down on strikes in the first, and Hall made the throw out at first to retire him. First pitch to Bent, outside corner for strike 1. Still no word yet on the Lady Eagles softball team down in Lakeland. Check swing, and he did not go. So 1-1. Shiver shades a hitter around towards left. Bouncing ball, foul down the left side. One ball, 2 strikes on the first baseman, Quentin Bent. Misses outside, 2-2. Kohick with the 2-2. Well hit into left field. Rivera heading back. He won't get there. And one hops the fence. And Bent will pull up into second with a leadoff double. Fifth hit off Kohick for the Warriors. Runner at second. Nobody out for the right fielder, Devin Patrick. He singled and scored in the second. Kohick has worked his way out of jams a couple of times already today. Drawing on his experience, try to do so again. Bent leads off second, modest lead. Kohick the pitch, and a little bit upstairs. One ball, no strikes. Big gap up the middle to the right side of the bag for the left-hand hitter Patrick. And he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Leadoff double by Quentin Bent. Second double of the series for that young man. Patrick digs in for the 1-1. Foul tip. Ball and 2 strikes. Nice cloud cover overhead, keeping the sun out of the players' eyes. Temperatures in the mid-70s, very pleasant here in Jacksonville. The 1-2 from Kohick is chopped towards second. Carter will field, throw to first in time, but that does advance the runner bent into third base. So Patrick does his job. Eagles get the out at first. Trey Matthews, the DH at the plate, an RBI double in the second. That scored Devin Patrick. Runner at third, 1 out. Eagles have the infield on the grass. High pop fly out of play. Kohick trying to get out number 2 without that runner scoring from third base. Many different ways the runner at third can score with less than 2 out. The 0-1. Chopper into the hole and a base hit. That's one of those many ways. Alexo made the diving attempt, couldn't reach it in time, and that's a second RBI hit of the afternoon for Trey Matthews. Bent scores, and it's 3-1 Southern Wesleyan. Noah Fritz at the plate. Struck out swinging in the second. Infield now back at double play depth. First pitch, hit well, lifted high in the left field. Rivera went back, had to come in for it. The wind knocked it down, and that's a base hit for Fritz. Looked a lot better off the bat. Wind gusted in, knocked it down in front of Gene Rivera, so runners now at first and second. Third hit of the inning for the Warriors. Top of the order, John Garrett, 0 for 2. First pitch is hit hard into left. Rivera on the dive. He made the catch. Gene Rivera saving 2 runs with a diving catch as that ball hooked away from him. Great play by Rivera. That's the second time he has robbed Garrett of extra bases. Two outs for Falgiano. He's bounced out twice to the shortstop. And the pitch, a breaking ball for a strike. Garrett has smoked 2 balls into left, only to have Gene Rivera track him down. That one was a diving catch, and it saved his pitcher 2 runs. This one misses for ball 1. The wind's starting to blow in a little harder. It's shifted now straight in from center field. The 1-1 pitch, line drive headed toward the gap. Kelvin George cuts down that gap and catches it for out number 3. Some hard hit balls by the Warriors. Last 2 caught. They do get a run on 3 hits and leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's now 3-1 Southern Wesleyan. John Shiver will lead things off in the bottom of the fourth. Jeremy Rivera and Kevin Rivera to follow. Eagles trail 3-1. Southern Wesleyan got 1 run in the first, another in the second, and number 3 came in inning number 4. The Eagles picked up their run in the bottom of the first. 3-1, Warriors lead. They won last night 7-5. First of 2 7-inning ball games. John Shiver stepping up to the plate. He walked and scored. Also stole the base in the first inning. So Shiver trying to get aboard, uses speed once again. Hopefully start a nice rally for the Eagles. They got 5 runs late last night. So far, Core has allowed just 2 base runners, the walk to Shiver and a base hit to Jeremy Rivera. Both of those came in the first. He's retired 7 in a row. Shiver trying to break that string. 2 strikeouts for Core. First pitch is strike 1. Shiver walked on 4 pitches in the first, stole second base, and ended up scoring on a base hit from Rivera. Takes ball 2. Two-0 pitch, sliced foul. Check that, that was a 1-1 pitch, so now the count 1-2. Big gap up the middle, and this one misses upstairs. All last night and so far today, the center fielder for the Warriors has played the opposite way. Fritz today and Ike Thalassinos last night. And all the Warriors pitchers have pitched to that defense. One of the reasons the Warriors have made so many good plays in the field. Payoff pitch to Shiver. Misses outside for ball 4. Good eye by the center fielder, John Shiver. That's a second walk. And that's also walk number 2 for Josh Core. So leadoff man aboard. Breaks the string of 7 in a row retired by Core. Jeremy Rivera at the plate, singled home a run in the first. Took that ball the other way, used the gap on the infield with the runner at first. Shiver leading off, and the pitch, a breaking ball for strike 1. 3-1, Southern Wesleyan leads. Eagles batting in the bottom of the fourth. Shiver a modest lead at first, but he gets a good secondary throw to first. Not in time. Shiver, one of many Eagles who can run and run very well. We saw that speed in the first when he stole second base and came around to score on the base hit. No balls and a strike to Jeremy Rivera. And this one is up and in for ball 1. Rivera digs in, ball and a strike. Looking for a pitch he can hit hard. This one tapped and out of play. Again, Fritz playing the opposite way, giving the Eagles an opportunity to pull. Of course, keeping the ball away from the Eagles hitters very nicely. One ball, 2 strikes. Instead to throw to first, this time a little closer. Shiver back on the dive. Core taking his time, making sure the runner stops both feet. Long look in, now the 1-2, fouled off to the right side. Rivera getting some good looks at Josh Core. Gap on the infield is to the right side of the second base bag. And the pitch, well hit into right field, but it's going to stay up for Patrick, and he's there to make the play just a few steps over. Again, the wind has picked up and is blowing in a little harder than when we first started today. One out, runner at first for Kevin Rivera. Started the game at second base, moved over to third. Shiver with a nice lead off first base. He's on the move, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is a good one, and it is not in time. Good strong throw by Connor Ewan, but Shiver beat it. Made a good slide with his hand to the back of the bag to avoid the tag. That play was very close. That's a second stolen base for John Shiver. No balls and a strike to Rivera. Went down on strikes his only time up. That ended the first inning. Shiver walked to lead off. One out later, stole second. There he is with Rivera at the plate. And this one tapped in front of the plate, but it hit off Rivera's foot. That's a foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Justo and Fritz both giving the Eagles hitters right up the middle. Justo way around toward the first base bag. The 0-2, this one tap foul. Once again, off the body of Rivera. So Rivera steps in. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Long look in from Core. Checks the runner. Turn around, look in, nothing going on. Again, another long look in from Josh Core. Started to swing, held up in time at a pitch upstairs. So a ball and 2 strikes to Kevin Rivera. David Hall looking for a chance on deck, hopefully with runners on base. One out, runner at second, and the 1-2 misses high, evens up the count 2-2. Good speed at second base. Rivera looking to get one through the infield. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Rivera disagrees, but he is out. Strikeout number 3 for Josh Core. Brings up the catcher, David Hall. Grounded back to the pitcher. That led off the second inning. Eagles got the leadoff man aboard. He stole second. Now Hall trying to bring him around. Another long look in for Core. Big gap to the right of the bag. This one grounded towards short. Fielded by Garrett. Throw to first in time to retire the side. A walk, a stolen base, and a man left. No runs for the Eagles in the fourth. Go to the top of the fifth. 3-1 Warrior lead. Top of the fifth, Warriors lead 3-1. They have 3, 4, and 5 due up. Jesse Getford, Julio Justo, and Connor Ewing. Warriors have 8 hits. All 3 runs have been earned. Kohick has walked 1 and struck out 3. Josh Cord threw 4 innings. 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 run. It was earned. Jesse Getford will lead things off. He's 1 for 2. He doubled and scored in the first, reached on an error in the third. Game number 2 will start approximately half an hour after the final out. Here in game number 1. Scheduled start time at 3 o'clock, but we'll see about the duration of this one first. Of course, keep it tuned. What we will do is we will stop this event and start a new one just a couple of minutes before game 2's first pitch.
Go get him.
Jesse Getford at the plate, leading things off, top of the fifth. Kohick's first pitch. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. Fastball up and away. The 1-1. Hit hard but foul. Kohick ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. Rivera made the diving effort, just a little bit out of his reach, and that is a second hit for Jesse Getford. Thank you to Mr. Rivera for the refreshment. Jeremy Rivera's father, very nice gentleman. Always glad to see you here at Trinity Ball Yard. Julio Justo at the dish. Runner at first, nobody out. High pop fly on the infield. Matt Carter underneath and makes the catch. So 1 away, Getford at first. He led off the inning with a base hit into left. Connor Ewing is 1 for 2. He's singled and he's flown out to right field. Hit hard in the left field, a base hit right down the line. Getford on his way to third. And that's going to be a double for Connor Ewing. Good base running by the Warriors. Second and third, one man out. 10th hit for the Warriors. And a courtesy runner, Izzy Martinez, heading out to second base as he did in the second inning after Ewing singled. Quentin Bent at the plate, 2 men in scoring position. He is 1 for 2, doubled and scored his last time up. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Fastball downstairs, 2-0. Getford at third, he singled. 1 out later, Connor Ewing doubled. Then at the plate, ahead in the count, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good changeup by Kohick. Out in front of the hitter on that pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Hit well down the left field line, but hooking out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on. First of 2 here at Trinity Ball-Yard. Two-two pitch, check swing, held up in time. So the count is full. Infield on the grass at all 4 positions. Line drive into the gap. That is trouble. That's going to score 2 runs. Getford and Ewing, or rather Martinez running for Ewing, they both score, and that's a 2-run double for Quentin Bent. Warriors lead now 5-1. And up to the plate, right fielder Devin Patrick. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Second double of the game for Quentin Bent. Now David Hall will head out to the mound. After today, the Eagles have a couple of weeks off before they take the field again. Their next series is at home against Truett McConnell College. 1 game on Friday the 23rd and a doubleheader on Saturday the 24th. No streaming for those games because of the Women's Basketball South Region Tournament taking place at the same time. On both of those days, we'll be in the gymnasium bringing you the NCCAA Division II Women's Basketball South Region Tournament. Then the Eagles will play their next 7 games as part of the Russ Matt Showcase in Winter Haven, Florida. Timeout as Coach Copeland heads to the mound. We are in the 5th, 1 out. Southern Wesleyan leads it 5-1. Stay with us, we'll be back. New pitcher for the Eagles is Nick McAdon. He is making his 4th appearance. Total of 2/3 of an inning so far. 4 runs allowed, all earned. He's in relief of Michael Kohick, who went 4 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He walked 1, struck out 3, and he's responsible for the runner at second. Quentin Bent, 2-run double, has extended the Warriors' lead to 4. It's 5-1, Southern Wesleyan University in the lead. Those games in Winter Haven, the Russ Matt Showcase Tournament starts on March 2nd and goes through March 10th. Eagles will play 2 against Mount Vernon Nazarene, a doubleheader on March 2nd, followed by 2 more the next day against Missouri Valley. Then the Eagles will play again on March 9th, a single game against Grace Bible College, and then 2 solos with Aquinas College and Trinity Christian College, both of those games on March 10th. That first game against Aquinas, that's a 9 a.m. start time. And the Eagles will be home afterwards on March 13th for 2 against Montreat College. TBCEagles.com gives you all the Eagles Athletics information. We told you that the Warriors will be at Anderson on Wednesday the 14th at 3 p.m. Next opportunity, we'll let you know what else follows after the Warriors leave here today. McAdon's first pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away and allows Bent into third. One ball, no strikes. Devin Patrick at the plate. 1 for 2. Single and a run scored. So McAdon will wind up now with a runner at third. All 4 infielders in on the grass. The 1-0 pitch upstairs for ball 2. After that game at Anderson, the Warriors have a 3-game series at home versus Virginia Wise College. This one misses a little bit outside. 3 balls, no strikes. That 3-game series next Friday for 1 and Saturday the 17th for 2. Ball 4 misses upstairs. So runners at the corner now with 1 out. Trey Matthews has had a good day. 2 hits, 2 runs batted in. A double in the second and a single in the fourth. Has a runner at third and another standing over at first. 1 man out. Middle infielders now back at double play depth. Third baseman Kevin Rivera even with the bag. Hiller holding the runner on at first. Outfield straight away. And the pitch. Strike 1 called. No balls and a strike. Runner on the move. Throw down to second is in time. Runner coming to the plate. That's a throw out of a stolen base attempt. Hall cuts down Patrick. 2-4 on the putout, but Quentin Bent comes in to score, and the lead is now 6-1. This one fouled off. That goes as a caught stealing for Patrick, and Bent scoring on the throw. From the windup, McAdon's breaking ball misses inside. Good throw by David Hall to cut down the runner, and this one fouled off. Matt Carter attempted to make the return throw, but Bent timed it perfectly, and he was able to get in ahead of the tag. And the pitch is driven into left field. A base hit for Matthews, his third of the afternoon. Noah Fritz at the plate. Single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. The book is closed now on Michael Kohick. That happened when Bent crossed the plate. So 6 runs allowed. Nick McAdon in relief. Going to have a pinch hitter for Trey Matthews. And the first pitch is fouled off. Check that, pinch hitter for Noah Fritz. Matthews is on first after a single. Okay. All right, going to make a correction of the correction. Just a moment. This pitch is downstairs. It is a pinch runner for Trey Matthews and Noah Fritz at the plate. Look over to first, nothing going on. Hunter King, the pinch runner at first. Ground ball hard and under the glove of Rivera into left field. King will make a big turn and stop at second. That'll be an error on the third baseman. Fritz aboard, King into second. Top of the order, John Garrett.
Here we go, John.
Garrett has hit 2 ropes in the left field, both of them run down by Gene Rivera. Went down on strikes in between those 2 at-bats. First one is in there for strike 1. First ball, Rivera caught at the fence. That was in the first to lead off the ball game, and then in the fourth, Rivera on the dive robbed him of a 2-run double at least. McAdon's pitch, a little bit outside. Runner is at first and second. Line drive, 1 hopper into the outfield. Here comes King around second, and a throw to the plate is not in time. That's going to allow both runners to advance. King, the pinch runner, scores. Fritz around to third. Garrett with an RBI single and takes second base on the throw. The run is unearned, but it counts, and now a pinch hitter for Falgiano. Number 7, Steven Perez at the plate. Batting 1,000 on the season, 1 for 1. Also drove in a run. Don't get too many chances to say you're batting 1,000. There's a ground ball to third, throw to first, in time to retire the side. 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 5 hits, an error, and a man left. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It is 7-1 in favor of the Warriors. Bottom of the 5th, the Eagles trail now 7-1, a 4-run top of the 5th for Southern Wesleyan University. Austin Hiller will lead things off. Got a couple of changes in the field, let you know about as we get that opportunity. Josh Core still on the mound. He's done a very nice job. 1 hit, 2 walks through 4 innings, 1 earned run. And the first pitch, bouncer towards third. Getford's throw across is in time. 1 away. Noah Fritz has gone from center over to left field. Ike Thalassinos, a new man in the batting order. He's in the place of Andrew Falgiano. Stephen Perez pinch hit, and now Thalassinos in center field, batting second in the batting order. Matt Carter's first at bat, swing and a miss. He came into the game in the 3rd inning, batting 8th in place of Christian Draper. Not sure what happened with Draper. Let's hope he's all right. This pitch downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter mainly a pitcher for Coach Copeland. The 1-1. Good breaking ball for strike 2. Carter's had 3 at-bats so far, looking for his first hit. This one fouled off, got a piece of it to stay alive. Draper started at 3rd base. Then when he came out, Kevin Rivera moved from 2nd to 3rd, and Carter's playing 2nd base. The 1-2, a little bit low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matt Carter, a senior from right here in Jacksonville. The 2-2. Good fastball, just misses the outside corner. Gene Rivera on deck, and then the top of the order. Full count, here's the payoff pitch. Long drive, well hit into left field. It's got a chance, and it is gone. At first, it looked like it might have gone foul, but that's a home run for Matt Carter. His first hit of the year, and it is a big one. That ball kept on hooking toward the pole. Had to wait and see what the final call was, but that's a solo shot for Matt Carter. That's a 2nd hit for the Eagles off Josh Core. It is now 7-2. Matt Carter got a pitch to his liking. The wind tried to push that ball foul. He got enough of it and kept it fair. Gene Rivera at the plate, 1 out, 1 run in. Congratulations, Matt Carter, the first Eagles home run this season.
Hey, Mom.
Matt Carter making a bid to the majors to keep the pitchers batting in the National League. This pitch is up and in for ball 1. (7-2) now in favor of the Warriors. A ball and no strikes to Rivera. This one just misses the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Eagles got 1 in the 1st and now 1 in the 5th. The home run by Matt Carter. Gene Rivera has had 1 plate appearance so far today. Fly out to center field. And the pitch is a little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes. Sun starting to peek out from behind the clouds. It is cloudy, but again, they're not the dark, rainy kinds of clouds. Temperatures around 78 degrees. Good take by Rivera. 3 balls and a strike. Top of the order, Kelvin George waits next. The 3-1 pitch, line drive, headed toward the gap, and a base hit for Gene Rivera. Well, the Eagles, like we said, they have made some good contact today. That one found a hole. Warriors have played very good defense the entire series to this point. So Rivera's aboard, runner at first, 1 man out. Leadoff hitter Kelvin George at the plate. 0 for 2, a pop-up and a ground out to second. Again, the Eagles have a lot of speed. Gene Rivera, one of those fast runners, he's at first. Trailing by 5. Moderate lead by Rivera. George squares around a bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1. Alexo, Shiver, and Jeremy Rivera waiting their turns, hopefully with some runners on base and a chance to cut even further into this deficit. And now we have a trip to the mound. Pitching coach Mr. Justin Pollock out there to talk to Josh Core, who's been very good today. That was only the 3rd hit that Gene Rivera just had, that base hit into right field. 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings. Single runs in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th for the Warriors. 4th spot on the board in the 5th. 6 of those 7 runs earned. Eagles got a run in this inning. Have a runner at first with 1 man out. 1 ball, no strikes to Kelvin George. Core working from the stretch. There's activity in the bullpen. George again squares around. This time takes strike 1. Core has been ahead of the hitters most every at-bat so far today. Getting the ball over, letting the defense do the job. Throw to first, runner back. Defense has done the job. Ball and a strike to George. Getford in on the grass. Runner goes. This one's slap foul, and it's going to slice out of play. Makes the count 1-2. Still trying to see if there's an update on the Lady Eagles down in Lakeland. Their doubleheader started at 11. Still no word on how that's going. Checking Southeastern University's website. 1 ball, 2 strikes to George. Lifted into right field. Got a chance to drop. But Patrick on the slide, and it is foul. Very close to the line. Good positioning by the umpires. The ball did land to the right side. So Rivera returns to first. George back in the box. Eagles softball has a very, very tough schedule. They're going to play a lot of the NAIA teams in their first season of existence. Coach Ashley Forsyth at the helm for Eagles softball. The 1-2 inside, a fastball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eleven young ladies on that roster, 9 of them freshmen. 2 more are going to join the roster after the basketball season ends. Destiny Green and Diamond Alford. Line drive into center field. It'll get down for a hit. The throw to second. Gene Rivera able to get in there. He had to freeze to make sure that ball was not going to be caught. And the center fielder, Thalassinos, looking for the force out at second. That's the 3rd straight hit for the Eagles. They now have 2 men aboard. And that looks like it might be it for Josh Core. That's a second trip of the inning. That means Core is going to have to come out of the ball game. There was action in the bullpen. We'll see who's coming in. Eagles are threatening with 2 men on and 1 out. Tell you about the new pitcher in just a minute. Good hand from the crowd and well deserved for Josh Core. Bottom of the 5th. It is 7-2 Warriors. New pitcher for the Warriors, number 11, Aaron Bennett. He's making his second appearance. He has gone 2 innings, allowed 3 hits and 1 unearned run. He has struck out 2. He is in relief of Josh Core, who pitched 4 1/3 innings. So far, 2 runs are both earned, but he's responsible for 2 men on base. 4 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Josh Core would stand to be the winner if the score holds up. Eagles trying to make sure that doesn't happen. 1 run is in, a solo home run right down the left field line from second baseman Matt Carter, mainly a pitcher on this Eagles roster, came into the game in the 3rd. So far 1 for 1 with a home run. Once we resume, Gene Rivera will be on second. Kelvin George on first. Both of them singled their way aboard, and that hit from George chased Josh Core. So Aaron Bennett on the mound now for Southern Wesleyan University. Bennett, a freshman from White County High School in Helen, Georgia. Beautiful tourist attraction, Helen, Georgia. Been there a couple of times. And of course, it'd be great to visit once again. Bennett in relief of Core. He inherits 2 men aboard and 1 out. A.J. Alexo at the plate for the Eagles. And the first pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. Alexo 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly ball to center. Eagles threatening. Bennett trying to shut the door. The 1-0, high drive, but hooking foul. Good contact by Alexo, but a little bit out in front. The wind now starting to pick up a little bit more, shifted, blowing in more from right field as we speak. Two men on, 1 out. Bennett with the 1-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball, caught the inside corner. Alexo looking for a good pitch he can hit. Good take by the senior. Again, a lot of room up the middle to the right side of the bag. High pop fly heading back toward the bleachers, just a little bit to the right of us and out of play. Gentleman had a chance to get a foul ball. Left his glove in the car. Of course, that's a major league game. You're going for that catch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. This one is popped up. It's going to stay in play. Third baseman Getford is there. The infield fly rule was in effect. That is out number 2. Reminds me, as a coach of a middle school team, I won an argument over the infield fly rule with the umpire who didn't know the rule. Ended up getting a double play out of it. We still lost the game by 9 runs, but hey, I won an argument. That's one of 2 arguments I won with an umpire as a coach. 2 outs, 2 men aboard. John Shiver at the plate. First pitch, he squares around the bunt. It is a fair ball. And a play made by Ewing right in front of the plate. Gets Shiver at first, and that retires a side. Eagles get a run, a 1-out homer from Matt Carter. Get a couple more hits and leave 2. We go to the 6th. 7-2, Warriors lead. Top of the 6th in the first of 2 here on the west side of Jacksonville. Trinity Ball Yard, Trinity Baptist College. I'm Ray Bureau. Dean Bureau's our cameraman. And we are starting the top of the 6th. Jesse Getford leading things off. He has a double, a single in 3 trips, 2 runs scored, and he takes the first pitch for ball 1. Also reached on an error in between those 2 hits. 7-2 in favor of the Warriors. Strike 1 is called. Nick McAdon came in relief last inning. This is his first start of an inning today. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He inherited a tough situation. And now he has a chance to start fresh.
Come on, Jess.
Breaking ball, called strike 3. Good slow curve by the freshman Nick McAdon, 1 away. Julio Justo at the plate. 0 for 2, but he drew a walk in the 3rd. He's a man who hit the 3-run homer last night. Gave the Warriors some insurance that they would need as the Eagles came back late. Came up just a little short. Chopper towards 3rd. Rivera. Short hop, throw to 1st. Hiller off the bag, but he's able to make the play. McAdon has gotten the first 2 here in the top of the 6th. Connor Ewing, whom we just saw make a very nice throw on the bunt attempt to end the bottom of the 5th. 2 for 3, a double and a run scored his last time. 1 ball, no strikes, and a foul back. 7 runs, 13 hits. No errors for the Warriors. This pitch is called the ball outside. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. McAdon's delivery is slapped hard up the middle for a base hit. Connor Ewing, 3 for 4 here in game number 1. He is aboard with 2 outs, and it brings up Quentin Bent. He has doubled each of his last 2 times up. The second of those 2 drove home 2 runs. He's also scored twice. McAdon from the stretch, and a breaking ball, ball 1. Kirk Gillespie, the pinch runner for Ewing over at first. Courtesy runner, most likely, Ewing the catcher. And this one misses downstairs for ball 2. We saw Izzy Martinez, a courtesy runner for Ewing, earlier in the ball game. Ball 3, down and away. Three balls, no strikes. Gillespie aboard at first, running for Connor Ewing, who singled with 2 outs. Three and 0, the pitch outside for ball 4. Second walk issued by McAdon. 2 men on, 2 men out. Devin Patrick at the plate. He has a single and a run scored. 1 for 3. He is the first man that McAdon faced back in the 5th inning. Check that, 1 for 2. He drew a walk when he faced McAdon. (7-2) Warriors lead. 2 men on, 2 out. First pitch misses downstairs. Ewing singled. Kirk Gillespie running for him. Bent drew the walk. And that evens the count at 1-1. So far today, not much going on in Major League Baseball free agent signings or trades or other types of transactions, but spring training opens for many teams this coming Tuesday. Pitchers and catchers reporting for a number of Major League ball clubs. Some big name free agents still available. This one fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. J.D. Martinez, although rumor has it he's currently working on a deal with the Red Sox. Jake Arrieta, Eric Hosmer, Yu Darvish, Mike Moustakas, Alex Cobb, closer Greg Holland. I'd love to see the Cubs go after Greg Holland. They need a closer. That Wade Davis has gone to Colorado. Of course, I'm a major Cub fan. Very happy they finally won a World Series a couple of years ago. Houston Astros, terrific job in 2017. First World Series championship. This one fouled off. Among the big name free agents still available. Of course, there's rumor that the free agents are going to open up their own spring training camp. McAdon, the 2-2. This one stays outside, fills up the count. And with the full count now, the runners will be off on the pitch. Gillespie at second, Bent at first. Payoff pitch coming to right fielder Devin Patrick. Runners on the move, high fly ball into left field. Gene Rivera drifting toward the line, and he puts it away to end the inning. Nice job by Rivera as the wind took the ball toward the line away from the fielder. 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 men left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 7-2 Southern Wesleyan. Jeremy Rivera will lead off in the bottom of the 6th. Eagles trail 7-2. He's followed by Kevin Rivera, David Hall, and Austin Hiller. Aaron Bennett came in relief last inning. Josh Core went 4 1/3. Stands to be the winner. Bennett left 2 runners stranded. And now Jeremy Rivera trying to start another rally for the Eagles. He has an RBI single and a fly out to right field. Now playing second base for Southern Wesleyan, number 20, Izzy Martinez. Julio Justo getting a break probably for the remainder of Game 1, but certain to see him again when Game 2 starts. He's had a pretty good series. It's all right with me if he takes the rest of the day off. Jeremy Rivera at the plate digging in, facing Aaron Bennett for the first time. And the pitch, tapped foul. No balls and a strike. Sun now shining brightly. Escaped the cloud cover. No balls and a strike. This one down and away. One and one to count to Rivera. Swing and a miss, a big rip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aaron Bennett, the wind-up and the 1-2 offering. He got him. That ball dropped. Good sinker by Aaron Bennett, 1 away. That's his first strikeout, and it brings up third baseman Kevin Rivera. Base is empty, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. The Eagles trail 7-2. Tap foul. No balls and a strike. Some activity in the Eagles bullpen. Again, the dugout blocks the view of the mound in the bullpen, but we do see some balls flying back and forth. This one's upstairs, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Rivera ready. Here comes the pitch. Check swing, and he went around. Rivera started the game at second base, moved over to third when Matt Carter came in for Kristen Draper. Turned out good for Carter. He went deep and is only at bat so far. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Ball hit the dirt, and it'll be a tag for the final out. Bennett has fanned the first two, and David Hall at the plate. Grounded the pitcher and grounded to short. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Warriors as we start the top of the 7th coming up next. And the pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike to the catcher, David Hall. Fastball misses, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Long look by Bennett. And the pitch, outside, ball 2. Again, game 2 will get underway about half an hour after this one concludes. We're going to make a second event out of it. We'll stop after this one ends, start up again. Line drive up the middle and a base hit for Hall. So just keep watching your computer screen. Once this one ends, give it a good 20 to 25 minutes and we'll start game number 2's feed just a couple of minutes before game number 2 begins. There's Kristen Draper acting as a courtesy runner now for Hall. Good to see that he's all right. He started the game, came out in the 3rd, and apparently everything's all right. Austin Hiller at the plate. A couple of ground outs to the left side. Runner at first, 2 out, first pitch, fastball outside. One ball, no strikes to Austin Hiller. Long look in from Bennett. And the pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike. Good curveball. Of course, not to Hiller's liking. He wisely took it. He's looking for one he can hit hard. Outfield straight away. Same on the infield except for Bent holding the runner at first. Big gap on the right side and the pitch. Fastball taken for strike 2. Wind has calmed down, but it has shifted, now blowing more from the right field corner towards the left. 1-2 the count on Hiller. Outside evens up the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Matt Carter waiting for another opportunity. He's on deck. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. Aaron Bennett strikes out the side. David Hall, though, got a base hit in between outs 2 and 3. 1 man left. We go to the 7th. Southern Wesleyan 7, Trinity 2. Top of the 7th, 8, 9, and 1 due up for Southern Wesleyan University, and it looks like we're going to have a new batter step to the plate. Number 13, AJ K9. Batting for Hunter King, who was in for Trey Matthews. So K9 making his first appearance of the series. Nothing out of 2 on the season. Left-hand hitter takes the pitch outside. And that one's in there for a strike. K9, a junior, hails from Crofton, Maryland. Played at Surrey Community College before joining Southern Wesleyan, and he fouls this one off. And in a hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. McIndon from the windup, and the pitch lifted into left field. Gene Rivera is there to make the play. Hit well, but Rivera tracked it down. McIndon gets a leadoff man. And Kirk Gillespie at the plate in place of Noah Fritz. We saw Gillespie as a courtesy runner last inning. Now officially in the ball game. His first at-bat of the series. First pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. Gillespie, a freshman from Pickens, South Carolina, Pickens High School. High pop fly. Right field. Kelvin George had a little trouble, recovered and made the play. 2 down. Fly out to left and a fly out to right. For Gillespie, that was his 3rd at-bat. He's now 1 for 3, batting .333 on the season. Top of the order, John Garrett.
Okay, John.
Hit the ball hard a few times. He is 1 for 4. One ball, no strikes. McIndon delivers. Misses a little outside. Garrett drove in a run in the 5th his last time up. And now 2 balls, 1 strike. Had himself an RBI single, was left stranded at second base. Ground ball toward Alexo at short. Good scoop, strong throw to first, and that'll retire the side. Good clean inning for Nick McIndon. Bottom of the 7th, Eagles need to rally, trailing 7-2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Eagles need 5 runs to tie it, and they're going to face a new pitcher on the mound, junior Mike Batten from Riverview High School in Riverview, Florida, making his first appearance. Talking with the Southern Wesleyan fans between innings. Batten returning from injury, working his way back slowly. This is his first appearance on the mound, and he's going to face Matt Carter, Gene Rivera, and Kelvin George, barring any pinch hitting situation for Coach Copeland and the Eagles. Matt Carter went deep his only time up. That came in the 5th. Solo shot. Now he's leading off here in the bottom of the 7th. Carter now 1 for 4 on the season. We see him on the mound quite a bit. He's playing second base today. Came in to that position in the 3rd inning. So Batten getting ready to throw his first official pitch of the season. Wish him well in his recovery. And the first pitch to Carter. Very hard fastball for strike 1. Slated to become a starter once he is ready to go further into the ball game. And the pitch. Tapped foul off the foot of Carter. No balls, 2 strikes. This young man can bring it. There's a radar gun down a couple of rows in front. What's the number on that last pitch? 90 miles an hour. And again, when he's fully healthy, that's probably going to go up. And this one's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There you go, baby.
The 1-2 to Carter. Just misses a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye for Carter. The 2-2. Long drive, well hit into left field. This one's got a chance, and it is good. Matt Carter's 2nd home run in as many at-bats, and the Eagles have a run here in the bottom of the 7th. Matt Carter likes to swing the bat, and he's making a bid to get some more cuts. 2 for 2, 2 home runs. And someone in the stand saying the Yankees will be calling Matt Carter, but remember, that's an American League team. He could pitch and be the DH like that new player the Angels have just signed from Japan. Matt Carter goes deep twice. Eagles, though, still trail by 4. Gene Rivera at the plate. He's 1 out of 2. Matt's fiance in the bleachers, loving what she sees. Ball and no strikes to Rivera, and this pitch is outside. We saw Carter on the mound last night. He pitched well. 5 1/3 innings. Couple of earned runs, and now we see him swinging the bat today. Breaking ball misses outside. Batten with the pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Kevin Rivera flew out to center. Laced a single his last time up. Head in the count, 3-1. Hit hard, but foul down the left side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Matt Carter from right here in Jacksonville played his high school ball just about 1.5 miles away from this field. Eagles View Academy. Popped up. This one's going to stay in play, but it's going to find grass. Tough play for Ewing. The ball went straight up in the air. Makes it tough on the catcher. Teammates trying to help him out. The ball got down before Ewing was able to find it. So another opportunity for Gene Rivera. Top of the order on deck, Kelvin George. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3, inside corner, 1 away. Good hard fastball. First strikeout for Batten. This is not a save situation. He came in with a 5-run lead, getting some work, trying to work his way back from injury. Looking good on the gun, and he just got his first strikeout of the season. Kelvin George is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Breaking ball for ball 1. One-oh pitch to George. Upstairs, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Kelvin George. Squares around, a bunt, pulls it back, takes it on the outside corner. George very fast. If he can get the bunt down, he has a great chance of beating it out. The 2-1. Headed toward the gap. It takes a hop right at the second baseman, Martinez. He stayed with it to get the out. George hit the ball very hard. That hop went right towards Izzy Martinez, and he made a nice play for out number 2. Eagles down to their final out. A.J. Alexo trying to keep it alive. 0 for 3, but it's hit the ball hard a couple of times. Breaking ball misses upstairs. If Alexo can reach, Shiver and Jeremy Rivera would be waiting next. Outside corner for strike 1. One pitch down in the dirt. Alexo ahead, 2 balls and a strike. 3-1, this one up high. Three balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Full count, here comes a payoff pitch from Mike Batten. Line drive into right field and a base hit. Good battle by A.J. Alexo. Pays off with a base hit and brings up John Shiver. Shiver has walked twice, stolen 2, scored once. If he can keep it alive, Jeremy Rivera will come up next. Alexo at first. And the pitch is on the outside corner. Second hit issued by Mike Batten. 2 outs, no balls and a strike. Up the middle and into center field for a base hit. So the Eagles still alive. Bringing up Jeremy Rivera. Hit number 3 of the inning, first and second, 2 men out. Rivera at the plate. Potential tying run, Kevin Rivera in the on-deck circle. Eagles rallied for 5 runs late last night, trying to do the same here in the bottom of the 7th. Alexo at second, Shiver at first, Rivera at the plate. 1 out of 3, an RBI single. Breaking ball misses, ball 1. Again, if Jeremy can reach, then Kevin Rivera would represent the tying run. Big gap in left center. The pitch, breaking ball, strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quentin Bent well back behind the bag, letting Shiver take his liberties. Alexo at second. And the pitch, outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Eagles threatening in bottom of the 7th, but they have 2 outs. Batting with the pitch. Off the bat, didn't mean to swing, and a slow roller towards second. Martinez will field, throw to first, and retire the side, and that's going to do it for game number 1. Final score: Southern Wesleyan University 7, Trinity Baptist College 3. Winning pitcher Josh Core, 4 1/3 innings. 2 runs, they were both earned, 4 hits. He walked 2 and he struck out 3. Michael Kohick takes the loss for the Eagles. 4 1/3, 6 earned runs. 11 hits, he walked 1 and struck out 3. Matt Carter goes deep twice, 2 solo home runs. And that's going to do it for game number 1. Game number 2 scheduled to start at 3, but keep an eye on your screen. We'll see usually about 25 to 30 minutes following the conclusion of the first. Right here on YouTube Live TBC Eagles, I'm Ray Bureau. We'll see you in just a bit. Stay with us.